Prince. Okay, hier, so komme ich hier rüber. Oh, ich bin Level aufgestiegen, gar nicht bemerkt. Was haben wir? Chance of all crit effects plus 5%. Of critical effect bleeding 10%. Instant kill. Chance of bleeding. Sword damage. Wow. Jetzt will ich dann doch noch mal mein Inventar checken. Bleeding 20%. Aber mein Overall ist dann wohl, dass ich jetzt dann 30% habe auf Bleeding.
Geralt, it's good to see you.
The commoners claim Stennis is involved in Saskia's poisoning. They're looking to slaughter him.
What's stopping them?
The knights, Adernian noble lords.
Not easy to raise a hand against a blue blood.
A peasant by the name of Calton was at the council. He didn't seem to respect anything or anyone.
Calton's a blackguard. He'll use any excuse to raid and plunder.
He has a taste for noble blood. They say he buries gold looted from the lords in some gorge. Looks like things are getting nasty.
Hear me! What do you want? I'm Skillen Bolden. I keep order in Vergen.
Are doing a nice job then? Where was you when they poisoned Saskia?
Give us the prince! Get the flails!
Stop!
Yorvath.
Squirrels!
Everyone who wants to leave this yard in one piece, keep your hands off your weapons. I don't care if you're a serf or a lord. I'll kill you all if need be.
What's going on?
The servant carrying wine during the feast said that Prince Stennis and Olcan poisoned Saskia. We want justice!
You want revenge. It's not the same thing.
We don't care. Saskia's fallen as if dead, while the poisoning prince and noble lords rush to herd us onto the field and sell us to Henselt. We won't let them!
You lie, Colton. Nobody's being sold out. The poisoner must be caught and tried by law.
Your law? What then? He'll pay a fine and get spanked on his ass? We'll spank him all right, with an axe to the throat!
Where's this servant?
Safe. The Squirtal keep an eye on him.
Why is the prince hiding in his house if he's innocent?
Enough! I'll shoot the first to reach for a weapon. Then heads will start falling.
There's more of us. You can't kill every...
Then you'll be first. Now back off! We need to act quickly.
What's your plan?
I'll frighten them a little. Bleed them if need be. I'll buy you some time, but be swift. I can't hold them off for long. Question the peasants and the nobles, and talk to the dwarves. Maybe you can get to meet Stennis.
Even if he's guilty, I'm sure he's prepared a suitable story.
You'll know how to sort the sheep from the goats. Also, find the servant who started talking so suddenly. You won't have time to talk to everyone, though, that's for sure.
Good. Bloody bastard poisoned the virgins.
Witcher, come over here.
I'd gladly hear your opinion on the situation.
Finally. Someone... It's obvious Henselt bribed some serf, who then did what he was told.
Henselt couldn't possibly reach Vergen.
Doesn't he have sorcerers at his court? Or perhaps he hired a witcher to break through. There's no other explanation.
That's interesting.
Just think it through. The prince couldn't have done it. The wine was in plain sight. Only the servants touched the decanters, and who are they? Commoners. Then that same commoner incited his folk to stand against the nobles and the prince.
Something to think about.
Save your threats for your hog-smelling woman.
I'd gladly hear your opinion.
Finally, it's...
Ah.
Just think it through. Then that same
Something.
I can tell you what he lost with her life.
Hurry up,
Ein
Witcher!
Zwerg.
I see it, every priestling likes to scheme.
Guilt must be proven.
Say, Witcher, come
Otherwise,
over
it's
here.
vigilante justice.
I'll grant you that.
Can we have a word?
Why not? I'm Ogden, a founder. I cast mugs, plates, chalices. You need any, Witcher?
No thanks. The tableware in the council chamber is your handiwork?
It is. Made it back in Mayor Farragut's time. Since then, each and every goblet has hit the floor dozens of times, and what happened? Nothing, because they're steel. My goblets are indestructible, impervious to both the fury of sovereigns and servants who are all thumbs.
Saskia's chalice was new.
Aye, it was. Back in Mayor Farragut's day, a venture Saskia was no more than an itch in her da's breeches.
Was the order for a normal goblet?
Not a chance. It was supposed to be a gift. I ornamented it richly, even on the inside. Not terribly practical, that, as it's hard to get clean. Some scum is bound to remain. But I wanted it looking downright regal, worthy of our Saskia.
The other chalices were not ornamented on the inside?
Course not.
Also wussten die genau, wen sie vergiften.
Who ordered the goblet from you?
That goblet was a gift. A way for the folk of Vergen to pay tribute to Saskia. I got the honor of casting and presenting it to our lovely leader. The lass liked it so much, she's not used any other vessel since she received it.
Any chance there could have been two identical goblets?
Why, there's no craftsman that comes close to me in Vergen.
Could someone have tried to copy your handiwork?
Ha! I know of one who's been trying for years, but he's a fumbler, a screw-up. He's not produced one decent vessel. They all look like the work of a drunken elf. Thorax, his name.
See you at the inn. We'll grab a beer.
It's good to see someone's taking care of it.
Okay.
Who will the Witcher...
He's on very good terms with that damned elf.
Level up, schon wieder? Junge, es geht ja ab. Nochmal 5% auf alle. Warte, was ist das nächste? 15% auf alle Effekte. Thorak.
Give us a kiss! Would you look at that, friends? Geralt of Rivia. Coincidences do happen.
Greetings.
You don't know me, but I know you. I'm an employee of the Vivaldis Bank, and on business here, and to check up on the local mine's profitability.
Vivaldi doing all right?
Full of beans. And as per the instructions given to each of the bank's agents, I hasten to inform you that you have unlimited credit.
I could use a loan about now.
Sure thing. However, my means are limited. I can offer you the standard short-term loan for those working in high-risk professions. Will that do you?
I'm sure Vivaldi wouldn't mind if I borrowed a bit more than that.
It's nearly all I've got on me, but I'll manage somehow. I never finished telling you about the canary.
Okay. Was war denn jetzt der Hinweis zu dem... Er arbeitet schlecht?
What's with everyone being so nice today?
Keine Ahnung. Ich weiß halt jetzt nicht, blöderweise nicht, wo der Elf ist. Den ich fragen soll. Bestimmt in der Taverne oder so. Warte mal, wo halten die denn überhaupt? Guck mal, da sind noch 3 Stück, die da rumstehen. Ah.
No, nothing.
You're lying.
I didn't do nothing. Didn't say nothing, don't know nothing, and didn't see nothing.
Tell me everything you know about the attempt on Saskia's life.
Ich denke mal, das wird am effektivsten sein, wenn es
I
funktioniert.
heard the
Aber
priest
ich denke
talking
mal,
with the prince. This goody-goody, said the Virgin, is really a beast under her fair skin.
What priest?
Olcan, the one killed.
So there's no way I can check if you're lying.
I swear on my mother's grave, I speak the truth.
What else did you hear? Tell me.
I was put in Saskia's room in order when the priest came to the prince's chamber next door. They wasn't speaking loud, but I heard the priest say, just clear the servants from the kitchen. Nothing more. Reverend Olcan, only he could tell you how it was, beginning to end.
The dead aren't very talkative.
What about what they leave behind? There may be clues or some such.
Maybe.
I'd rather rabbit dogs bite me in the arse than be pointed at by some friend.
What happened then?
What do you think?
wo,
He ran from the field, fast as his legs would carry him. Lost his clogs on the way.
I'd run so fast I'd lose my head.
Hid behind his sword. Spent the night there. His head was
okay. Wo finde ich den?
The Witcher's side.
Da. Ah, rechts ist dem Sessel sein Haus. Ich nehme mal an, der ist da. Zumindest würde ich das mal hoffen. Ansonsten müsste ich den irgendwo suchen und das wird dann ein bisschen schwierig. Ask him for help. Oh, der ist direkt markiert. Ich dachte schon, das wäre was
They lie in
anderes.
wait for their lord and prince. Humans are an odd lot. I certainly hope Scalen can clean up this mess. What can I do for you, Witcher?
I need to know where Reverend Olcan used to live.
Simple. Let me show you on the map. It's about right here.
How are things?
Upsa.
Governor.
Governor? Was? Als ob ich der Gouverneur wäre. Hä? Wo muss ich hin? The walls have ears. Ich muss runter zum Markt? Meinetwegen.
So, you thought it over? I'm on my way to the recruiting station.
Aber warum muss ich denn zum Markt? Das ist ein bisschen merkwürdig. Aber wieso soll der da gelebt haben?
Greeting! You associate with sorceresses.
Thought we had a basilisk in the basement.
Irgendwo hier soll der... Ich soll seinen Raum durchsuchen. Das heißt, er muss ja... Moment. Oh. Hier. Der linke. Alles klar. Nee, der rechte. Tatsächlich.
Strange aura.
Summon.
Nothing interesting.
Alles klar. 1000 Punkte bekommen für einen Levelaufstieg. Wunderbar. Damage Reduction 5%. Instant Kill. Von 2 auf 5%. Es ist nicht viel, aber wenn das bei einem Bossgegner prockt, weil du so oft auf den einprügelst. Oh, ich muss den Zettel lesen. Hey, das wäre nochmal... Hm? Er hat Notizen davon gemacht. Oakland's Recipe. And for the first payment agree no the other mention must sloppy job she was all look sure. If the intimate service purpose and my needs you will receive from me after the council. Oh, das hatte ich doch schon vorher. Der hat zu irgendwem geschrieben. Also hat der das geplant. Zusammen. Royal Blood. War das jetzt das hier? Nee. Hatred. Ach so, nee, das ist das, was ich nachher. Royal Blood ist doch jetzt das Problem, oder? Ja, fine places. You don't have much time.
Who will the witches? It's good to see someone's taking care of it.
Enough of this charade!
Try to be reasonable, folks. Sit down and talk in peace.
We've talked enough! Come on, lads, let's drag the prince from his hovel!
Bergen's not a cesspit for anyone to shit in. There are laws to abide, and Scalen Burden's job is to uphold them.
There's no law allowing a serf to threaten a king's scion. I, Silgrat, brother of Seltkirk, the greatest knight to walk Edirnian land, say so.
Does it matter who was born in a castle and who in a pigsty? Any fool can prejudge and condemn. It's easier to accuse than to prove guilt.
A peasant servant claims that Prince Stennis supposedly attempted to kill Saskia. Why would the prince do such a dastardly deed? Bear in mind how eminent is his lineage.
That's why! The mongrel covets the crown!
Do you even remember how valorous he was towards Saskia during the negotiations with Henselt?
Pretending to be with her he was, sly fox. Taking the simple peasants in. But us lads ain't so dumb as you lords think.
See for yourselves how the commoners hate the prince, spitting venom like adders. They hatched a plot to dispose of him.
Saskia's servant said that...
Where is this servant, might I ask? If he's got something to say, why does he hide like a thief? The answer is simple. He's a fraud.
He's hiding to save his skin from you, whoresons. Squirrels have to guard him.
One last question. How could the prince poison Saskia? It's a known fact that servants taste wine from the barrels before the virgin sips it.
No need to poison the wine. Smearing the poison inside the chalice would be enough.
I never heard of anyone poisoning a chalice.
You haven't heard much, then. One of the Emperor's forebears died after sampling some lamb. He was always scared of poison and ate supper with his cook. The murderer spread poison on one side of a knife. Then he cut the meat so that only a small piece was poisoned.
The witch is right. Give us Stennis.
Saskia's got her own chalice.
It was commissioned from one of the dwarves. The order came with a very detailed drawing.
Even so, how did it come into Saskia's hand?
It's not clear how the prince poisoned the wine, but that doesn't mean he didn't do it.
Stennis is blowing hot and cold. Everyone knows that.
Oh.
You were supposed to prove his guilt, not insult him, yokel.
Tell us who else would do it. A peasant wanting to hurt the miss? Never. It's cause of her you noble dogs can't ignore us. A pig won't cut its own throat. A peasant's not foolish enough to raise his hand against his savior.
Perhaps it is no peasant's deed. However, that doesn't mean the prince is guilty, fool.
Answer me this. Was not Stennis' room next to Saskia?